Hi there, Angelica Duncan with SilkOverStill.com. I equip women to build spirit-filled businesses they love and to lead with kingdom purpose. So, as I said before in an earlier video, I'm starting to do Tech Thursday videos where I show you some tech things to get your business up and going online. There's so many technical things, and I know that some people just get super overwhelmed with it, especially if it's not their thing. And so I want to be able to help you in that way because I want you to build an incredible business that not only you love, but that you can serve the kingdom of God with it, and you can enable God's glory to be revealed in the earth. So let's get started. The video I did before this was, so I'm doing a whole series. Let me back up. I'm doing a whole series on how to get your website and your blog. I'm going to use the word blog. How to get your blog up and going. Literally you could do it over a weekend, but how to get that up and going. The video before this, I talked about hosting and buying your domain name and researching it and all of that good stuff. Today's video is going to be specifically on WordPress, getting WordPress installed on your website, and the differences between WordPress.org and WordPress.com and which one you should do and all this, that, and the third. So, grab your pen and paper, take some notes, and we're going to get started. So first things first, let's talk about the difference between WordPress.com and WordPress.org. I'm looking at my notes. So understand this. With WordPress.com, WordPress.com, they own all of your content. They own your website. They own everything. With WordPress.org, you own it. You own your content. You own your website. With WordPress.com, there is very limited theme support. With WordPress.org, full theme support. So like you can upload any kind of theme that you want. You can go out there and buy a theme. You can use one of their themes. You can create your own theme, whatever. With WordPress.com, there are no plugins allowed. You can with WordPress.org. And WordPress.com, for the most part, is free. They now have some upgraded business services, and these plans start at like $300 a year. And so like you have to pay to remove branding. You have to pay to be able to add analytics, Google Analytics, and other things. With WordPress.org, you're essentially just uploading WordPress, which is like a huge framework, if you will. And then you manage everything yourself. And that may sound overwhelming, but it's really not, because there are some brilliant people out there who love WordPress and who love building websites and love creating themes and all of this stuff and plugins that are making our lives easier. And even if you're a techie person, if you're not really into computers like I am, I like tech things, but like getting all super technical about computers is outside of my realm. And so I stick with what I do well. But I know enough to be dangerous, and I built my own websites using everything that I'm going to teach you. So I'm not like a novice, clueless. No. Everything that I'm teaching you, I've done to build my websites over the last, about 10 years or so. So with WordPress.org, it is just so much better. So you want to be using WordPress.org. In our last video, you went and, let me talk a little bit about pricing. Hold on. So like I said before, WordPress.com, you pay about $300 a year. With WordPress.org, you're going to pay about a fraction of that. So with the website hosting that I recommended, it's $20 a month. So that's what, $240 a year? Is it? Look, let me make sure. And I'm a math person. It is, right? Yeah, $240 a year, which is not nearly, not as much as WordPress.com, because it's $299 a year, plus you got to pay for like a whole bunch of other things to go along with it. And if you're wanting to get the SSL certificate, and if you're wanting to do a whole lot of other things, like that's the base price that it starts at. The more things that you start wanting to customize, you're just not going to be able to do. So I recommend just getting your own WordPress, getting your own site through WordPress.org. So in the last video, I showed you how to purchase your domain name and how to get your hosting. And so again, I recommend that you get it from the same company if at all possible. If you already have a domain name, you can go through HostDuplex and they will help transfer your domain name, or they will show you how to point your name servers to to their hosting. So you'll be fine. So once you've done that, you're going to receive an email from HostDuplex. It's going to give you your cPanel information. In there is basically you're going to log in to the back end, like your back office, if you will, of your website, the part that nobody sees but you and whoever you give access to. And this is what it looks like on the back end, all of this stuff here. All we're going to do very, very simply is we're going to install WordPress. Really, really, really easy. Okay. So all you're going to do is you're going to scroll all the way down here where it says Softlicious Apps Installer. Click on WordPress. Okay. And it's going to take you to this screen. Okay. You're going to click on Install Now. And then you're going to choose the website that you want it installed. I'm choosing my She Pray Leadership website. Leave this part blank. Leave all of this alone. Oops. Uh-oh. What happened? Okay, let's go back. I did something weird. There we go. Leave this blank. Leave all of this alone. You do want to set up your username and your password. And so I'm going to hide mine because I don't want you to see it. Okay, you're going to set that up. You want it to be strong. Set up an admin email for that. I would just do for right now, just to make things really easy, whatever email address that you use on a regular basis every single day. You can come back in here later on and you can adjust this. It's not a big deal, but whatever one that you use on your own. I have one that I've already set up, and it's info@sheprayleadership.com. Okay, you want it in English unless you want some other language. And that's it. Okay. You don't have to select one of these unless you want to. And I recommend that you don't, because I'm going to show you on the next video my favorite theme to use that's super feminine. And she has like tons of options that you can choose from. So don't worry about doing any of that. All you're going to do is click install, and you're just going to wait for it to install. It says it may take 3 to 4 minutes. So while we're waiting on that, let me talk a little bit about plugins. So after you get, oh, it's done. Look at that. That was quick. Okay. You don't have to tweet that. So it's telling you right here that your WordPress has been successfully installed at sheprayleadership.com, administrative URL. So you want to copy this and put this in a safe place, or just like totally remember it. You're going to use it so much that you'll remember it and it won't be such a big deal. Okay. So you're going to click on there. See if it will let me, because I was logged in. There we go. Boom. And it's going to take you right into your dashboard. Look at that. So this is where you are right now. This is what you're doing. This is what you have right now. Okay. So I'm going to give you some plugins that I want you to install right now. You're going to write these down, and we're going to get them all installed. These are my, like what I call my basic set of plugins. There may be others that you're going to want to install down the line. And I'll put a list of them down below the video, in the blog post or on the YouTube video. That way you can see them, so you don't have to like remember everything that I say. But the very first plugin that we are going to install. So they've got some stuff on here. So Ask Me Net Anti-Spam is already installed. All you're going to do is just click activate. It's going to activate it for you. And then you're going to want to go in here and set up your account. You want to get your API key. here, just click here. What this does is this keeps spam to come out. Get basic. That's all you need. You don't have to pay anything. $1 a year. I mean, sorry, $0 a year. Don't worry about it. Like everybody does this. I don't know anyone that pays. And they may, but whatever. Yes. Activate this site. Click there. It may give you a key. Like I have other sites connected, so which is why mine is going. There we go, my API key, and then click Save Changes, and Save Changes. There we go. So it's all saved, and we're good. And you can upgrade if you want to. It's really not necessary. Okay, so we're going to go back to plugins. Click Add New. The next plugin that we want to add, and you come over here and you type it in. It's going to be Jetpack. And oftentimes once you start typing, like I didn't even hit enter, it'll just go right there. So we're going to install Jetpack. Okay. The other one that we're going to look for is Google Analytics. Now with Google Analytics, I'm going to do another video on another day to show you, what is it? Is this the one? Let me make sure. It is the right one. I want to say this is the one. Let me make sure. I want to make sure I give you the right one. Hold on. Let me go to my website where I already have things installed. If it will let me. Will it be kind? Yeah, it's still letting me stay in there. Awesome. And I have to go to my network admin just because of how I have things, but don't worry about all of that stuff. And let me scroll down. Google Analytics. Yeah, that's the one. I thought so. I just want to be sure. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to install this one. The Google Analytics Dashboard for WordPress, GADWP. Google Analytics D. That's what it stands for. Okay. And I wait till later to activate. I mean, you can activate right now if you want to. I'm just going through to make sure we have everything. Like I was saying, I will do another video about really getting your Google Analytics set up properly, but I just want you to have the plugin on there. You're going to do W3 Cache, Total Cache, this one right here. Install that one. And then the last one that you definitely want to have is going to be Yoast. Yoast SEO. Right there. Installed. And then go back to your installed plugins. You just click right there. And click here, and then just, that way you can activate everything, except I don't activate Hello Dolly. I don't need that. That's weird. Everything else we're going to activate. Activate, and then click Apply. And then have no issue. Yeah, I know. You can connect it to your WordPress.com if you have one. I do, so I'll be connecting mine just so everything's somewhat in sync with different things. You don't have to connect it, or if it doesn't give you that option to connect, then don't. Remember, everything we did through WordPress.org, so don't worry about any of that stuff. Yeah. It's just connecting all of my websites for me. That is it. And so if you have something, if you have WordPress.com already set up, you can go through this whole process and connect it. Yeah, free, duh. Let me make sure that I just didn't do some swamp donkey-ish. I don't think so. I think I'm good. So I should be good. I should be good to go. Let's pray. Yeah, I am. Okay, so that was getting WordPress installed and getting those, what would I give you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 basic plugins installed. There are more plugins that you can install, and what I'll do is I will provide those below and give you the links to them. That way you can do those as well. There are some extras, and you know what? I think let's just do them now because I think these are important. They're important to me at least. So we're going to click on Add New. We're going to do header and footer. And this allows you to, let me make sure I'm doing the right one. Header and post injections. Let's find the one that I use. Let's see. This will allow you to be able to add different scripts and changes to your website. There it is. I use this one right here. And there are several others you can use. You may find that you don't like this one, you want to go with another one, that's fine. We do that one. Social warfare is another one, and you do with social warfare. You don't have to get the premium one, though it is a good suggestion to have once you get going with your website. But social warfare is the bomb.com, so you want to get that one. And boom. Then we want to do hide. There's a hide post one. And this one is important if you're ever building out different pages or posts, or you want something kind of hidden and you only want certain people to be able to have access to it, that sort of thing. This is great for that. So I do that one as well. And then Facebook comments is the other one that I like. Facebook, let me make sure it's the right. Facebook comments plug-in. And there, as you can see, there are several different ones, but this is the one. What if it's this one? Let me see who's it by. To BPD. It is by. Let's see if we can find it. So this one is by Towels Bottom, however you say that. So that's what so like if there's ever a plugin and someone tells you about a plugin, always ask who the author is or who the creator is, because then it just makes it easier to find. Like I'm trying to find this one. There it is. Facebook comments by Talsbottom, however you say that. That's the one that I use. And what it does is it provides, and I'll go to a post of mine. So what that plugin does is it provides a spot for people to be able to comment on your blog through their Facebook page. So let me go all the way down here. And so you can see people have commented with regular comments, but, well, there it is. And people can comment with Facebook. Even though I don't have any comments from Facebook, I do have other comments. So it just gives people another option to comment. You don't have to have it. It's totally optional, but I like it. So again, go back to install plugins. And then you will click the checkbox up top. And you want to activate anything that's not activated, with the exception of Hello Dolly. Actually, I usually just delete her. Like, I delete it. I don't need it. And so then you want to activate anything that's not activated. And so they're all activated on your website now, which is really fun. And I will do another video on another time and show you also how to, I know, Yoast, and show you how to configure some of these plugins. I'm not going to take the time to do that now. I just want you to get your website up because seeing that is just like totally amazing. You can technically, you could go to your website if you wanted to, and you could see it. I believe you can see it now. Let's just see. It may not because you don't have a theme on there. Ta-da! So you have something there, but of course it's not exactly what you want. And we're gonna make this look all nice and pretty for you, okay? So next video, I'm gonna show you how to choose an excellent theme, super, super feminine. I'm gonna tell you about my favorite ones. So make sure you hang on and tune in to the next video. We'll talk soon, bye.